deciphering or figuring out the value that you or I give the world, the universe, if you will, in exchange for the gift of life that we're given, is called a value proposition. It's a label that I discovered during the time that I owned a brick and mortar business, and I think it suits my purposes here. My value proposition is this. I bring a lot of skill and knowledge from over 30 years of creating art around life. I am an expert in making sure that art is meaningfully created in the midst of the chaos and the richness contained in a full and eventful life. I also believe that there are some creative people that want the same thing for their life. I believe that they could benefit from watching my videos or from reading my blogs on beverlyclarridge.com. I hope you'll like my video and find it useful, and if you do, could you share it with your friends that might find it useful? I abandoned the idea of an art career thanks to my high school art teacher, Mr. Sanderson, after I showed him my accurate and colorful drawing of my viola. He advised me that representational realism was no longer relevant in 1973. My loving and terribly practical parents urged me to be more sensible too. I earned a science degree at university. Marriage came along, and so did jobs, hospitals, analytical chemistry lab, even a stint in industrial real estate. Then I became a mom. As a stay-at-home mom, I pursued art again with a vengeance. In between diaper changes and chasing babies, I launched a fledgling art portraiture business. Then life happened. I moved with my children back to Kansas to be closer to my parents. As a solo mother and assistant project manager at a construction company, I still managed to set up an easel in my bedroom to create art at night after my children were in bed. Thrilled with the developments on my easel, I initiated an arts ministry at church. What a grand time. We had 2 successful shows featuring several artists within the large congregation. I would have happily continued working these exhibitions, but then love intervened. I married Bill, who is a Kiwi, so I shifted with my 2 children to New Zealand with the idea of blending our 2 families and creating art full-time. Well, almost full-time. We also renovated 2 homes, planned a big wedding, grandkids came, and we made trips back to the U.S. to see my mother and my dad. Life happened. I'm amazed that I managed to create 2 big solo exhibitions and a duo exhibition. I also co-founded an active area-wide visual arts group, and I taught art classes in my studio in my home. Then I invested all my creative energy for 7 years owning a picture framing and gallery business. We closed it last year. What an experience. So now I'm back into my arts practice full-time. I'm delighted to share with you my art and my knowledge gained from over 30 years of creating art around life. What I do have is tenacity and a passion to create. I've stuck in there for a very long time. I kept at it when it would have been much easier and arguably wiser to give up. But I didn't, and I still won't. So what are your challenges in creating art around life? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. I believe that our creative nature is a tremendous gift, almost as precious as the gift of life. I'll be back the first Wednesday in September with the next episode of Creating Art Around Life. I hope you'll give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell so that you will know when I upload the next video. And please share it with your friends if you think they'll find it helpful. You can see more of my artwork on the all-new beverlyclarridge.com. Please join me on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram.